This is what Graeme Souness had to say about Arsene Wenger. You won't believe this.
You put up with that?
No, no, I didn't. And we'll see that when it comes on television. But that's a different subject. But Wenger, you would have been around in his time because he came into football in '96 when he's attributed with the cultural revolution of changing football when you were over at Liverpool fucking it up. So he's making big changes into the way football and footballers are treated, their diets, their nutrition, the way that they play. You got a thought on Wenger? You like him? Do you think he's a football man?
No, not particularly.
Why?
I've been on the bench and listened to what he's telling his players to do. I've been working for Sky in games where he's made very strange decisions, and then I'd be betraying confidence.
A double winner and an invincible manager, not a football man.
My take on him was he got very, very lucky at a time when French football was just its greatest ever group of players.
Are you having this?
I'm trying to hear the argument first.
Greatest ever group of players.
Formulated.
Inherited the best back five in world football. And a 22-year-old Bergkamp, I think Wrighty was still life in them. And then to compound, I was working at Sky with a rather well-known Arsenal player. And Arsenal were 2-0 down at half-time. I said, what will Arsenal be saying now? He just shook his head. That's what we'll be saying, so he won't say anything. And I'd be given too much.
It's a lot of luck you're talking about there, though, isn't it? To say he's not a
And then he had 10
man.
years where he won a couple of FA Cups because that cycle had been and gone.
This is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. There's so many things wrong with this. I don't mind if he doesn't like Arsene Wenger. That's his opinion. But this is not an opinion, this is an agenda. To say Arsene Wenger is not a football man when the man won 3 league titles, is the only manager in history to go undefeated in English football. I mean, what is this man talking about? Dennis Bergkamp. Right, let's get into it, okay? Let's get into this. So Dennis Bergkamp, at 22, was at Ajax, okay? At 24, Dennis Bergkamp was at Inter Milan. At 26, Dennis Bergkamp joined Arsenal. Arsene Wenger joined a year later, which means Dennis Bergkamp was 27. So he was wrong about that one. Okay. But let's talk about the best back five in world football. Not English football, world football. So let's have a look at it here. Okay, it's not a bad team. Let's be honest. It's a decent team. This is Wenger's first. This is Wenger's first starting 11. It was against Blackburn. They won the game 2-0. So yeah, it is. It's a really good back five. Let's be honest. And with David Seaman in goal as well, he played a back three here, which that's not what Wenger did. You know, the Invincibles, it wasn't a back three, but that is a very good back five. That's solid. But to say they were the best in the world football, no. Come on now. Seriously. And let's look at the Invincibles team. I mean, this team speaks for itself. The only team in English football history to go undefeated. And people talk about, oh, they had 12 draws. It doesn't matter. They won the league and they went undefeated. That is phenomenal. Look at the players he had on this team. Ashley Cole came through the academy. But for the rest of them, I mean, other than Bergkamp, Wenger bought them all. He brought them all to the club. So for a man who's not a football man, he knew his players. Let's be honest. He definitely knew his players. And when he talks about in the last 10 years, because that cycle had gone, no, do your research. The reason that Arsenal stopped competing for league titles was because of the stadium. Everybody knows this. You ask any Liverpool fan, go back in time when Kenny Dalglish resigned in 1991, if you had a choice, Graeme Souness or Arsene Wenger, I guarantee you, every single Liverpool fan is picking Arsene Wenger.